So I was thinking this morning about everyone knows the law of attraction. Everyone believes in the law of attraction. I don't think anybody denies this or fights it. But there are laws that are much more powerful, much more useful, and that we do unconsciously so much more often. And one of the laws that I love is called law of multiplication. So today I want to talk to you about that and how this applies to the body, the nervous system, the businesses, the relationships, the money, and pretty much everything. Because the law of multiplication is very simple. Whatever you keep repeating, you multiply. Whatever you keep avoiding, you multiply. Whatever you don't address, you multiply. Whatever you normalize, you multiply. And this is where a lot of people get stuck, especially massage therapists and business owners that I've been working with lately, because they think, why does this keep happening to me? But the thing that we need to ask is, why am I multiplying this thing? Because the pattern keeps showing up until we decide we're going to do something different with it. I'm not saying this to point fingers or blame, and this is not about blaming yourself or anything. It's about an awareness. Because once you can see the pattern, you can interrupt it. And once you interrupt it, you can choose something different. Because if you keep doing the same thing, your life will keep giving you more of the same thing. I see this take so many really brilliant people out. This is the law of multiplication. If you keep ignoring your body, you multiply the symptoms. If you keep saying yes when you mean no, you keep multiplying the resentment. If you keep doing things you don't want to do, you keep multiplying getting the short end of the stick. I just had a conversation with a client about this today, and I've talked to a few clients about this week. If you keep discounting yourself, you multiply underpayment. If you keep avoiding the hard conversations, you multiply confusion. If you keep overriding your nervous system, you multiply the burnout. Not because you're broken, but because your body and your life are always giving you feedback. These are some of the things that we really dive into from a mind-body perspective in the somatic bodywork classes. These patterns that their bodies are holding are based off of what they've multiplied in their life, and the body is beginning to show and manifest. Your body and your life are always giving you feedback over and over and over. The question is whether or not you are going to listen. A lot of people say they want change. I've had the same conversation with people for months and months and months, and maybe years, some of them. They keep telling me they want things differently, but they keep multiplying the same old agreements. They keep making the same choices. They keep tolerating the same things, and they keep saying, this is just how it is. And then they make excuses about when they're going to finally do it and what it'll look like. But then they wonder why nothing changes. Life is just responding. It's not just responding to what you want, but it responds to what you repeat, what you are multiplying. And that part matters so much more than anything else. See, you can want peace, but keep multiplying chaos. You can want more money, but keep multiplying undercharging. You can want a regulated nervous system, but keep multiplying the stress. You can want better relationships, but keep multiplying silence, resentment, people pleasing, all the things. You can want to feel free, but you keep multiplying the objections and the obligations. And this is where we have to be honest with ourselves. Not mean, not hateful, not shameful, just honest. Because honesty is where healing starts. So let me ask you this. Are you multiplying clarity, trust, rest, support, money, health, regulated nervous system decisions? Or do you find yourself in patterns that have been multiplied from confusion and exhaustion and quitting, overgiving, survival modes? Because the thing about multiplication is this: it doesn't care if it's good for you or not. It just grows what you continue to feed it here. And if you feed the pattern grows. And if you feed the new decision grows. This is why small choices are not small. Why a boundary becomes two. Why a regulated decision becomes a new identity. Why honesty creates more honesty. When you're listening to your body and you begin to change these patterns, you create more body awareness. One new agreement can begin to create an entire life of change. But same can be true in the other direction. One symptom becomes a louder symptom. One pain point becomes a louder pain. One skipped promise to yourself turns into you not trusting yourself. One client exception turns into letting so many other things slide. And one day I'll figure it out turns into exhaustion. We're always building something from the pattern we choose or the pattern we avoid. But what I really want you to hear and understand is that so many people think healing is just about feeling better. But healing is a pattern that's been interrupted. It's about seeing all the things that keep you stuck. It's about seeing the things that you've repeated, the things that you keep multiplying in your life. Because what we do not heal, we hand down. We continue to share generationally. What we don't address, we normalize. This is exactly why I do the work that I do, not only with my private clients, but with body workers. Because I don't want to help you feel better for a minute. I want to help you change the pattern, the pain, the stress, the survival, the overgiving, the undercharging, the burnout, the I have to do everything alone. I can't rest until everything's done. I always get the short end of the stick. I want to help you break that pattern. The lack of worthiness, the I'll put me last. Because years of later turn into years of more patterns, turn into years of issues. And the body will always tell the truth. So even when the mouth, the words are saying, I'm fine, I can handle it, it's okay, I don't need that, your body knows when you're not doing what you said you wanted to do. Your nervous system knows because there's a pattern that's happening in the body. And with somatic body work, we repattern these things on the table for our clients. But the craziest thing is, not only are our clients getting repatterned, but us as the body workers are getting repatterned. And your body is telling you through all of these signs and symptoms, all these things that you have going on, that it cannot keep multiplying this stress, pressure, story, situation. But are you going to finally listen? Are you going to stop the cycle? I hear so many of you say, I want to break the cycle. I want to change the patterns. I want to do things differently. But are you actually taking the steps towards that? Or are you just saying it, multiplying more of what you don't like? Because when you're saying one thing, but you're doing something else, the body will begin to react. And the other side of that is things begin to change immediately when you make a new agreement with yourself, a real one, an honest one, a body-led, a somatic-led one. Because I know the depth of this work, I can give you the exact steps to do. I could give it to you 100% free. But the reality is, most of you won't be able to do it because some old pattern will come up that you're not even aware of, and it will take you out. It will stop you. So I just created a 90-day reset for your massage practice because 90 days gives you time to stop multiplying the old pattern and start building a new one. Not for one random good day, not for one weekend, not for a moment, but for long enough for you to see different results, for you to respond differently and choose differently. Stop abandoning yourself. Stop overriding this part of you. Stop saying yes when your whole body says no. Stop living in these same cycles and calling it normal. It's not okay. What is normal is a pattern that you've created, and your nervous system doesn't know how to get out alone. What would happen if over the next 90 days, you multiplied your self-trust? You became emotionally regulated and mature. You followed through. You multiplied awareness and clear decisions. You multiplied your support and your peace. You multiplied the version of you who doesn't want to abandon herself anymore. That's what we're doing. We're not chasing perfection or pretending like things don't happen. We're not acting like a journal entry is going to change the world or one workshop is going to make you all the money. We're building a new pattern every single day, one day at a time, one choice at a time, one moment at a time, because the body learns through repetition. The nervous system learns through repetition, and your identity changes through repetition, which means your life will change. So the question is, what are you willing to repeat? Because what you repeat, you multiply. You can repeat resistance and stress and strain, or you can multiply your money, your business, your regulated nervous system. What do you want more of? And what are you doing to get it? This is the work. This is the law of multiplication. And this is why I'm opening the doors right now for the 90-day reset. I am only taking a limited handful of people. I don't know if we'll ever do this again. But if you're tired of repeating the same patterns and you are really ready to do something different, I am talking to you. If your body's talking to you, if your bank is talking to you, if your relationships are now suffering and talking to you, and you're tired of starting and stopping, staying in the same cycle, this is the pattern breaker. So if you want to know more, you feel that little push in your body, don't overthink it. Just send me a message that says reset, and we'll get on an application call and see if this is the right fit for you. Because the next 90 days are going to happen whether you're here or not. But the people that I will take through this will stop an old pattern and start multiplying something new. Law of multiplication. What are you going to do? Let me know if you weigh in on this.